Ever since the concept of ego took roots in our human minds, we have become the loneliest of beings. Or perhaps that's what our consciousness wanted to assume and neglect the underlying laws of things. We indulge ourselves in a mistaken sight, such that we are different. Seamlessly walking these unfamiliar trails, we choose to adjust our minds to different ideologies and devote our heart to distant beliefs. Lost astray, we desperately search for salvation in culture, politics, religions, languages, etc. Hence, further explaining the birth of such terms, to serve the three greatest nature of humanitarian, humanity, and humanism. That we're born to serve human society for the sake of human and for further development thanks to human. In a world we only seen by the all-embracing vision, all the alleged differences in appearance, personality, ability, etc. are insignificant compared to those truly substantial aforementioned concepts.
Regarding religions, languages, politics, etc., we can imagine them as a web, unbreakably interconnected. Even a minor action taken by the subject itself or an external factors can affect a single link of the chain, and thus we vibrate immediately and vigorously of different frequencies and varying fluctuations. Hence, despite sharing that same foundational web, each has their unique mindset, which can conflict with others immensely.
Unquestionably, by virtue of our obvious differences, numerous actions going against the foundation's sole purpose of existing humanity. Everything has its underlying laws. They may be materializing, perceptible, but at the same time can be unpredictable and sophisticated, inherently streaming and pulling us toward challenges. Let's analyze to find out those laws. First, religion. Despite being a sensitive, provoking, and unalterable issue, religions initially aimed for leading humans toward humanitarianism, to the philanthropy of essence and the settlement in the soul and mind. Religion is a spirit's resting place, though not the sole foundation, yet the most essential. Politics, along with relevant and irrelevant ideologies, also play an undoubtedly significant role. Similar to religions in helping to form human characteristics, politics and ideologies, however, do much more. They are a crucial force in driving humanity toward social evolution and development in the political system.
Conflicts is one of the most essential factors in all aspects of life. They occur parallelly, compete and support each other, all at the same time. Inside them, evolution sprout. The same things also occur to pain. It is inevitable and substantially crucial. Despite the varying experiences between people, thanks to suffering, we know how to be compassionate, hopeful, and also differentiate between right and wrong, learn from the experiences, look backwards to move forward, as well as crave and fight constantly for the better.
Language, which originated from humanity's deepest and sincerest desires of being heard, understood, and expressing emotions, thus connecting us together as a whole, to let the world understand the individual and allow the individual to comprehend the world. So that language was born. It's not only an elegance of the distinctive, but rather a means of delivering the beauty of the soul to the world, letting each and every of us resonate with each other.
The universe and its impermanent state is always evolving. Us humans are not only the result of the process, but also attuned to boost up the pace. The universe and humanity have always been coexisting and developing together as an imperishable law. The existence of human differences is the conclusion of such a cycle. Time and we ourselves have always been broadening the discrepancy, what we have generally witnessed and said. At this moment, to get to know all the resemblance between us all, we'll have to come way back to the primal starting point. Primitive human descend all things relating to the society.